You went to bed carefully last night. Maybe you skipped the bread. Maybe you ate early. Maybe you checked your number before bed and it looked reasonable. And then you woke up and the morning reading was high. Again, if that sounds familiar, the problem may not be what you ate. It may be what your body does every single night while you sleep. There is a hormonal process that runs in the early morning hours, somewhere between 2 and 8 a.m., that your dinner choices cannot stop. It is not a disease. It is biology. And for millions of people over 60, it is the part of the blood sugar puzzle that nobody explains at a regular appointment. Here is a check you can do tonight. Before bed, note your blood sugar. Tomorrow morning before you eat or drink anything, check it again. If that morning number is consistently 20 to 30 points higher than the night before, and this pattern repeats across multiple days, your body may be running what is called the dawn phenomenon. And your pasta had almost nothing to do with it. Write that down. We will come back to it. One more thing before we continue. If you are on any medication for blood sugar or any blood thinner, I will tell you something specific and important before this video ends. Do not adjust or stop any medication on your own. So what is actually happening while you sleep? In the hours before you wake up, your body releases a group of hormones, cortisol, growth hormone, glucagon, as part of its natural wake-up preparation. Their job is to signal the liver to release stored glucose into the bloodstream, giving you fuel to start the day. This is normal. The body is doing its job. The problem is what happens next. In a body with strong insulin response, that overnight glucose release gets cleared quickly. The morning reading barely moves. But after 60, insulin sensitivity tends to decline. The same hormone surge that was handled easily at 45 can leave glucose sitting in the bloodstream well into the morning at 70. Here is the plain English version. Your liver is running a night shift. It sends glucose out while you are sleeping. And when the cleanup crew, insulin, is not as fast as it used to be, that glucose is still there when you wake up. That is the number. That is the morning reading you cannot explain. The 2-number check reveals this pattern. If your bedtime reading is 105 and your morning reading is 133, you did not create that 28-point gap with dinner. Your hormones created it while you slept. This is worth bringing to your doctor in specific terms. Not just, my sugar is high, but my morning reading is consistently higher than my bedtime reading. That distinction changes the conversation. Now, here is where the glass of water comes in. Fenugreek seeds look unremarkable, small, slightly bitter, inexpensive. But when they soak in water overnight, something changes that matters for blood sugar. The seeds release a soluble fiber called galactomannan. This fiber dissolves into the soaking water and forms a thick, viscous gel. When you drink that water and eat those softened seeds before breakfast, the gel may slow down how quickly carbohydrates are broken down in your gut and how fast glucose enters your bloodstream. Think of it as a speed bump on the glucose highway. Not a wall, a speed bump. The sugar still gets through, just slower, more spread out instead of all at once. And here is why soaking matters. The raw seed holds most of that fiber locked inside. Eating it dry gives you some nutritional value, but the gel-forming compound that may influence absorption stays largely trapped. The soaking is not a preparation preference. It releases what you actually need. The amber color in the water by morning is not waste. That is where the fiber went. Do not pour it out. Fenugreek also contains a compound called 4-hydroxysoleucine, which research suggests may support insulin response in a glucose-sensitive way. The evidence here is encouraging, but not definitive. Most studies are small, and individual responses vary. I am not going to tell you this is guaranteed to work for you. I am going to tell you the mechanism is biologically sound. The cost is about $2, and for the right person, it may be worth checking. Let me tell you about a patient I will call Margaret. She was 73. Not panicked, just genuinely puzzled. 6 months of careful eating, no bread at dinner, earlier meals, and every morning the number was still high. She told me, I feel like I'm doing everything right, and my body is not cooperating. The first thing I asked her was not about dinner. It was, what is the gap between your bedtime reading and your morning reading? She had never been asked that before. She checked her log. Evening reading, around 102. Morning reading, around 131, day after day, almost regardless of what she ate. That 29-point gap was the story, not the pasta. Her hormones were running a night shift, and her dinner choices could not reach it. We did not change what she ate. We added one thing to her morning. 1 teaspoon of fenugreek seeds, soaked in water overnight, consumed before breakfast. And we asked her to track 2 things alongside her glucose: a simple sleep quality rating and the time she woke up. Her results were not dramatic. There was no sudden transformation, but her morning reading shifted, less consistently elevated, less severe on the high end. And what changed most was her understanding. She stopped feeling like she was failing. She had been trying to fix a dinner problem when the real problem was happening 4 hours after midnight. Once she understood that, she knew what to actually address. Here is the protocol, simple and specific. Tonight, before bed, 1 teaspoon of whole fenugreek seeds in a glass of room temperature water. Cover it. Leave it 8 to 12 hours. Do not use boiling water. Heat can break down the fiber. In the morning, before breakfast and before coffee, eat the softened seeds, then drink the amber water. The order and the timing matter. The fiber needs to be present in your gut before the carbohydrates arrive. That is when it can do its job. Alongside this, start the 3-column morning log: bedtime glucose, morning glucose, and a 1 to 5 sleep rating. Run it for 2 weeks. That log may tell you more about your pattern than months of guessing. Now, the sleep column. This is the part people overlook. Picture this. It is 3 a.m. You wake briefly, adjust your pillow, drift back off. You do not think about blood sugar. But on those nights, the restless ones, the ones where sleep keeps breaking, the morning reading may be the worst of the week, not because of food. Because poor sleep raises cortisol, and cortisol amplifies the same overnight hormone surge your body was already running. One rough night may push the morning reading higher, even with the fenugreek in place. That is not the seed failing. That is 2 forces combining. Sleep quality is not separate from blood sugar management after 60. It is part of it. Before you start fenugreek, if you are on any glucose-lowering medication, metformin, insulin, or anything similar, adding fenugreek may lower your blood sugar further than intended. Shakiness, sudden confusion, cold sweat, or a heart rate that feels fast, those may mean blood sugar has dropped too low. Check it, stop the fenugreek, and call your doctor. If you are on a blood thinner, fenugreek may increase bleeding risk. Talk to your doctor before starting. The one question to bring to your appointment: I want to add soaked fenugreek seeds before breakfast. Are there any interactions with my current medications I should know about? That question takes 30 seconds. It covers you. Here is the line between pattern watching and something that needs a real appointment. If your fasting glucose is consistently above 125 most mornings, not once, not after a special meal, but morning after morning, that is not a protocol question. That needs a formal evaluation. That range may indicate something that requires medical assessment, not a morning ritual. If your readings swing wildly with no clear pattern, sometimes high, sometimes unusually low, that may be a different mechanism entirely, one called the Somogyi effect, where the body overshoots after overnight hypoglycemia. The management is completely different from the dawn phenomenon. Bring your 2-week log to your doctor and let them look at the shape of the pattern. If you are on diabetes medication and you add fenugreek without the conversation I described, please read back a few minutes. The interaction is real. And if you have any known allergy to legumes, fenugreek is in that family. Skip it. Any sign of throat tightness, difficulty breathing, or sudden severe reaction after starting, stop immediately. Seek emergency care. None of this is meant to discourage you from paying attention. It is meant to help you pay attention to the right thing and to know when attention alone is not enough. If you have been checking your blood sugar carefully, adjusting your diet, doing what your doctor suggested, and the morning number keeps showing up high, you are not doing it wrong. You were solving for dinner when the real pattern was running at 3 a.m. Now you know that pattern exists. Now you have a name for it, a 2-number check to confirm it, and a simple morning habit that may help buffer it. 1 teaspoon, 1 glass the night before. That is the preparation. The understanding is the harder part, and now you have it. Here is what I want to know from you. Do you check both your bedtime reading and your morning reading, or only one? If you have ever noticed that gap, the morning number higher than the evening number for no obvious reason, drop the words night shift in the comments. It tells me this reached the person who needed it. If you have someone in your life, a spouse, a sibling, a friend, who checks their blood sugar in the morning and has never understood why the number is what it is, send them this. The 2-number check alone may be the most useful thing they hear this week. Save this video for the protocol steps: the soak, the timing, the 3-column log, the doctor question. It is worth having in one place. And if this channel gives you the kind of calm, specific health explanation that feels worth bringing to your next appointment, subscribe. That is what this is here for. This is.